What's up everyone, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John and I have a very exciting fun video in store for you today. I found my old PlayStation 3, hooked it up, started going through it, and it turns out I have some embarrassing files stored on there. No, not the games I was playing, as this was popular in the late 2000s, early 2010s. More so, I forgot that you could put music on this device. Like, you could actually store songs and movies here. And while I just scratched the tip of the iceberg, I decided to get all the components needed to make a fun video for you guys so we could react to these old songs, see if there were any good ones in the mix. It's probably going to be more embarrassing and that thought's just going to go out the window. Yes, I am a PlayStation guy. I'm not a huge gamer, but I had a PS2 that was my first ever console. The PS3 was great as well. I got this from my friend Joe. It came with a broken button, as you can see on the controller. I never got around to fixing that, so that's about as hardcore as I get. I didn't even bother to fix it. I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. I've got my Elgato standing by, ready to capture everything. Drop a like on the video. Let's get in there. Oh, look at that. Resident Evil 4, my favorite game of all time. I'm wearing my first ever band shirt that I got from Hot Topic in 2009. We're throwing it all the way back here. Let's go on over past the movies that I probably pirated into music. The first things that we see, Three Doors Down and 303. Are you kidding me? Right off the bat, a double whammy of embarrassment. Let's see what we have from Three Doors Down. Here Without You When I'm Gone, Behind Those Eyes, When You're Young, and Kryptonite. I don't remember this one. Let's click on it. Well, so far it sounds like every Three Doors Down song ever. 303 on here. I just recently did a video about their album Streets of Gold, and what do you know? Several songs from there. R.I.P., Double Vision, Don't Trust Me, Still Around, Follow Me Down. Oh my god, the one from the soundtrack for Alice. Oh, crazy. Follow me down. Alright, some of these aren't so bad. 311, maybe a little bit iffy. The Academy is not bad, John. I mean, I didn't have totally shit taste. Obviously, a lot of stuff that I loved back then holds up. AFI, let's see what tracks I've got. Beautiful Thieves, Prelude, Miss Murder, Summer Shudder, and Silver and Cold. All pretty solid selections if you ask me. Against Me, Alice in Chains, Alkaline Trio, The Rejects, and All Time Low are all still super solid. I really honestly don't know how I decided, like, hey, these are the ones that are gonna go on the hard drive, because, you know, you can only listen to them. You can't play them in the background while you're actually gaming or anything, you know. You just have to dedicate it like this is your music player. Like, this was probably my iPod when my parents took my iPod away. And Berlin, nice. I'm gonna guess Godspeed and Feel Good Drag. That better be the original Feel Good Drag. Is it or is it not? That is the question. The new Surrender version. Angels and Airwaves, only one Arctic Monkeys tracks, and it's the most predictable one ever. I think that was before I had, like, really gotten into them, so I was just picking and choosing. Bleaker Ridge, now there is a name that I have not thought of in a very long time. I think they just changed their name to Bleaker. Now we have Blink-182, of course, some of the greatest hits compilation made its way onto my PS3 hard drive. Blue October, of course. Am I really actually doing this if I don't have Hate Me on here? That was a staple of the 2000s. Bowling for Soup, Boys Like Girls, only one brand new track in its Sick Transit Gloria. That is disappointing. I am disappointed in you, old John. Seriously, most of the stuff that I put on here so far, it looks like I was just mainly putting some of the greatest hits. I don't know if this was like meant to entertain my friends at the parties that I didn't have. Brandon Flowers, nice. Crossfire, yeah, this was definitely 2010 when I was adding this stuff, I think. The Bravery, Breaking Benjamin, because of course, Give Me a Sign, Diary of Jane. Breathe Carolina, oh no! 4 tracks, Hello Fascination, The Dressing Room, My Obsession, and Diamonds. Oh, this one in particular sounds so MySpace. It's rough, I'll just let you know now. And we will find our way to live like delicates. I'm really giving myself away here on how much I used to listen to this song, sorry. What's taken? Whew, it is heating up in this basement. There's no AC down here, but we have tracks from Broadway. Is that the same thing we do every night? Pinky featuring Craig Owens from Chiodos. That is one of the most seen things that I've been taken back to that I haven't thought about in probably almost a decade. Holy shit. Broken Bells, I'm just back and forth here, because obviously they're great. Bullet for My Valentine, Cage the Elephant. These are somewhat expected. Cartel, holy shit, The Perfect Mistake. The color is coming back into this Panic shirt with these old songs. It's like getting life again. Get out. Oh, just get out. I had a friend that was obsessed. My best friend Craig in high school was obsessed with Cash Cash. It was like his ringback tone. Oh, they got so annoying. I probably still know every word though. It's unfortunate. He's got cash, cash, cash. He's made of money, buddy. Straight out the trash, trash. I literally can't with this. Cash Cash were one of those regret bands for me because I had a friend that just forced them down my throat because he was always playing them. The Caesars, yep, that's gotta be, yep, Jerk It Out from the old iPod commercials, of course. I'm seeing some stuff in here that's not so bad, though. We got Chevelle with I Get It, even though it's only one song. Some Coheed, Cobra Starship. Oh boy, there's another one that just wouldn't live in this modern culture. They wouldn't do it. Oh, I know it's kinda bad, but I gotta go to the dark side for a moment. Let me indulge myself here. I love the shit. Good girls go. Where are my shutter shades? I need these, bitch! God, you guys probably think I like licked this shroom or something before filming this video. It's just a trip down memory lane, okay? A couple of Coldplay tracks, Violet Hill and Clocks. What an interesting amalgamation. Those are the only two I have. Two great songs, but I mean, why just those two? Creed, Higher, Can You Take Me Higher? Crossfade. Oh God, no. Looking Back at Me. Is that this one? Looking back at me, I see that I never really got it. Oh no, we're just gonna keep going from that. Cute is what we aim for. Fun story behind this track right here. The Curse of Curves. On my first ever, like, legitimate date, like, at least one of the first ever, I was, like, shaking nervous, and we were going to our version of the prom, which at Christian school, it was just called a banquet, and my date, I picked her up. I remember we were in our school parking lot, we had to drop by to get something, and the first song that I had queued up on my iPod, I was like, she's gonna love this. It's right here. It's The Curse of Curves. I've got the gift of one-liners and you've got the curse of curves. Like, what do you think she thought when she got in the car? I hit play on that. Do you think she was probably just ready to jump out the window? Nah, I joke and I kid, but that was actually a pretty solid song. I don't mind it to this day. Some Dashboard, because of course I was a little bit of an emo kid, as many of you might know. Daughtry! Oh boy, I had to have a Daughtry. I had to spoil it with that. Disturbed and Down with Webster. Oh man, I would be roasting my older self so hard. Wait, that's the point of this video. Videoception. I just had a wake-up moment where I broke out of the Matrix for a second. Eagle Eye Cherry. There is a name I haven't thought of in a while. The Eagles, because of course I grew up on that shit. My parents were always playing them. Empire of the Sun. This track became a sleeper hit. Walking on a Dream. That, my friends, is a recommendation that I'll still stand by. Evanescence. Put on here twice because I didn't know how to spell Evanescence, and I very clearly pirated these songs and put them on here, and I spelled it the incorrect way on one of these. Which one's incorrect? I still can't tell. Faber Drive? Oh, what? This is already giving me a bad taste in my mouth. That synth tone is disgusting. Oh, it's so loud. Why are you so abrasive? I liked that enough to put it on my PlayStation? What's wrong with me? Right after that, I kind of redeemed myself with The Fall of Troy, thanks to Guitar Hero 3. The bonus tracks, of course, the ones you had to play a lot to unlock. Yeah, that was FCP Remix, and it was fucking hard. Fall Out Boy, yes sir. Of course, all of the predictable hits, and a few extras, like my favorite, The Carpal Tunnel of Love, because of course. Family Force 5? No! Ghost Ride the Whip, it wasn't even their hit. What is this shit? Oh, I don't even... Oh, no. Oh, God, no. What the fuck is going on? Are they trying to be Kanye on 808s and Heartbreak?
cat.
Forgive me, I was possessed for a moment by a demon, and that's what put that on my PlayStation hard drive. You've heard of a demon in my child? There's a ghost inside my child. Well, there's a demon in my PlayStation.
I'm Southern Baptist. It frightened me.
Moving on down, Five Finger Death Punch. Oh no, you guys are probably right now thinking, no way, John would never walk away. Okay, it's like On the Way of the Fist though, or War is the answer, I'm sorry. They weren't awful. See, Ivan's actually trying vocally here. It's more real. FM Static. Oh my god, definitely maybe. And I spelled definitely wrong because my piracy is showing. Oh man, I used to always accidentally spell definitely, defiantly. I am so sorry in advance, but I know every word to this song. I think I still do. I met a girl named Tara, and she lived in the heart of America. And her boyfriend Shane, he dates another girl named Katie. He loves her definitely, maybe. Oh, this is getting out of hand. Where have we fallen down this rabbit hole? I started it, I have to finish it. 23 tracks by the Foo Fighters. Calm down there, John. You can only get 2 from Coldplay and 11 from Fall Out Boy, but you can get 23 Foo Fighters tracks on here? Well, we've got like all of Wasting Light, so I'll excuse it. Framing Hanley with their, oh, I thought it was gonna be the Lollipop cover, but it's Hear Me Now. This one's even more angsty.
Well, I swear to God.
God, I'm raw XPing so hard right now. Grr! Oh god, I joke, but it still low-key slaps. Franz Ferdinand, the Fratellis, the Fray, garbage. I'm seeing some decent stuff. Good Charlotte. We'll see what it is. I Don't Want to Be in Love, Boys and Girls, and some of the new tracks from that album that had dropped at this time. I say new to when I put them on the PlayStation. Cardiology, that was what, 2010? Gorillaz, some of you would be proud of me for not just having Feel Good Inc. I also have Don Comatic. That one was fun. Why did I just make like a Clifford sound effect? Where the fuck did that come from? Or, no, Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues? I'm reverting to a 4-year-old, so forgive me. Green Day, I had 23 Foo Fighters tracks, but only 16 from Green Day. I'm gonna assume that all of American Idiot is on here, of course. Very predictable for the most part. I kind of played it safe, even though they're my favorite band, so that's slightly disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for lovers and saying sorry. I remember skipping church back in the day so I could watch something called Victory TV, which was like the little program that Victory Records paid for on Fuse, and it was only on Sunday mornings. I would skip church to listen to this shit. Got my wrist and black my eye. Got my wrist and black my eye. Oh, we're having a little bit too much fun here. I don't even remember some of these. Hello Goodbye, I definitely remember, but I just haven't thought about some of these tracks in so long. Hollywood Undead, oh boy, I was so obsessed with them back in the day. Just picture me in a button-down shirt tucked into my khakis, bumping Dead in Ditches. And all these bitches. Hoobastank, If I Were You, of course. That's my favorite Hoobastank song, probably still. I See Stars, what this means to me. I discovered them on MySpace, and that absolutely shows. Iggy Pop, that's gotta be the one with Sum 41, because NASCAR Thunder 2004, baby. Whoa, 4 Jet songs. That is probably 4 more than I expected to see, but we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Some Jimmy Eat World, very cool. I've got some of the greatest hits there from 2000 to 2010, nothing too old. The Killers, only 6 tracks. Thank God we have that. I was checking to make sure all these things that I've done is there. We're secure. Kings of Leon, I finally started to get into them more. I hated Sex on Fire at first. For like the longest time, I'm like, why is this song so popular? And it was because, well, I was a virgin. I didn't get it. Why would the sex be on fire? I didn't understand. But then I had sex and I was like, oh, the sex is on fire. Oh, that was probably the lamest thing I've said all day today, but let's just pretend it didn't happen and go on to my Korn and Lifehouse collection. 1 Korn song, but 4 from Lifehouse. And all of the hits from You and Me to Halfway Gone to Broken and Hanging by a Moment, right down on to Lights, another MySpace classic. Something kind of funny I want to say that I used to do with this song, Ice by Lights. I could never learn all of the words to the fast part, or else I just thought it was funnier to do this, so for this little section, I kind of improvised a bit. You're looking at me, 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 looking looking at me. These are the things that we did back in the day because we didn't have social media and we went outside, damn it, in our rooms. 21 tracks from Linkin Park. I'm surprised to see something from 1,000 Suns, although it's just waiting for the end. But yeah, these have all, that's interesting artwork. Is that like the alternate artwork? I think I remember, wow, this is kind of flooding back to me now. I know that it's more of like a gold or else tan color on the real version, but this was all I ever saw back in the day because whatever I had, I think I imported somebody's CD, it gave me this artwork. Does anybody else know what the hell I'm talking about here? The Main, very early on, everything I asked for because I had discovered that song on MySpace and liked it. I'm seeing some decent stuff on here. I did know Mariana's Trench back in the day, along with Mayday, like I mentioned earlier. One Metallica song right next to Metro Station, and I think that just invalidated any credit I might have had. Mudvayne, there is a feisty name I hadn't thought of. Only 3 Muse tracks. That is very disappointing, and I'm not entirely sure why on those. And only 11 from MCR. All of the Black Parade and 2 from Bullets? That's really surprising. I don't even have Helena or I'm Not Okay. What the fuck is wrong with me? I just got my emo scene kid card revoked. Newfound Glory, Nicosaur? Who? Wait, hold on. I'm not even joking here. Who is Nicosaur? Rocket ships and radios? And look at that artwork. It literally says RAR in it. Oh no, this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
Don't stop, go get it, girl. Everyone has got to see it. Just want to see it as well. Oh my god, this girl's hot star.
Oh no! We won't ever talk about this again. Deal. 6 Nickelback tracks. I really hope that they're not all awful. No, you know what? I stand by those. I still stand by Saving Me as being a pretty great song, so I'm gonna let this one slide. Nickelback, again, I've said it before, I hate a lot of their stuff, but they also get way too much hate because they've got some solid-ass rock songs. 9 Black Alps, thank you, Burnout Revenge. It says it right there, see, Burnout Revenge. That's probably what I put in as the album because I had no idea. Some 9 Inch Nails, Oasis, and The Offspring, and Panic at the Disco, twice, because one, of course, when they dropped the exclamation point for Pretty Odd, and one for when they didn't. Come on, I had to. It came out during this era. This shirt is from New Perspective era. He's above my TV that changes everything I see. Stop there and let me correct it. I wanna live a life from a new perspective. Only 5 tracks from Panic, 7 total, I guess, but 8 from Papa Roach. What does that say? What does that say about you, old John? We live and we grow, and we move on to Paramore, who have just 1 more track on here than Papa Roach did. But I am glad. Some brand new Eyes action, of course, but then a lot from Riot, too. A lot of this just comes flooding back. The Plain White Tees. Come on, John. Come on. You shouldn't have. Only 1 from the Postal Service. Only 3 from Queens of the Stone Age, although they are awesome. They are all great songs, but way too few. The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. I had 2 songs. They had more than 1 song? What? Wow. I don't even remember this. Really trying to show off those vocals, though. Of course, there's a lot of Relient K on here. A surprising amount of variety, though. I will give myself credit there. Rise Against. Now we're getting a little bit better. I can give myself a nice pat on the back there because that absolutely holds up. Rock Kills Kid. Wow. Let me know in the comments if anybody else remembers that song and that album. I remember I convinced my friend Sam to buy this entire album because I wanted it so bad, and I don't know why. I was like obsessed with this song, Paralyzed. Now, A Rocket to the Moon, on the other hand, not so sure about this one in particular. Away, Away. I remember I got this from my friend Mary, and it's very auto-tuned. One track from the Rolling Stones, and then 2 from Say Anything. Oh yes, I Hate Everyone, wow. I remember that, but even better, Alive with the Glory of Love. I remember finding them in 2009 and being like, whoa, I have just opened a portal that I didn't even know was out there. I should talk about them more. I really haven't talked about them in a long time, but instead we have The Secret Handshake. I remember going to see the concert, it was 303, Down with Webster, and The Secret Handshake. I think he was the first opener. He took a picture with me, and he looked absolutely fucking miserable. Seether. Oh man, the Careless Whisper cover. Oh, I actually do love that. Wow, I hadn't thought about that in a while. There is an old ass recording out there somewhere of me singing this at like karaoke in like 2009. Shiny toy guns, sick puppies, so many of these names that I haven't heard in a while. Simple Plan. Uh-oh, after what happened with the bassist, I don't even want to talk about them even more. I'm sorry guys, I gotta do it. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. A Skylit Drive and Skillet back to back. Oh, at least it's like not any of the super cringy shit. I mean, some of these songs, they kind of hold up, but the production was just like so bad. A Skylit Drive though, I mean, I don't even really remember that. I kind of remember the artwork, but the song? What? I had such a weird variety on here. I mean, I'm bouncing back and forth between all of these scene bands to more of the classics. Like I've seen the Rolling Stones, Smashing Pumpkins, and Soundgarden in there. And then we're bouncing back to like a Static Lullaby, for example. Ah, yes, their cover of Toxic that everyone loved so dearly. Huh? I did not expect to see the Stone Roses on here. Story of the Year and The Hero Will Drown. Thank you, Need for Speed Underground soundtrack. 3 songs from The Strokes, and they're all extremely predictable. And then Sugar Ray with Someday and When It's Over, because I went to go see Scooby-Doo in 2002, and apparently that made me a massive stan of Sugar Ray. Sum 41, the Somerset, Switchfoot, oh boy. Oh, here we go, we're getting to some good shit. We've got BYOB and several other songs from System of a Down, Taking Back Sunday, Spin, hell yeah, one of my absolute favorites from them. Louder Now is underrated. I'm just curious, is there any Trapped on here? Can we fast forward until we get to the Trapped, please? There it is, thank you. Headstrong, back off everybody. Oh, I skipped over a few. We got one Tool song, there it is. Give me some early credit for at least trying. Thursday, yeah, I should have had more from them. I don't know why. I know that this was just my PlayStation hard drive, but still. The Ting Tings? Oh god, I had not thought about them in so long. Vampire Weekend, Velvet Revolver, We the Kings are on here. Oh boy. This, and they're all from this album. That is surprising. They're all the singles from this record. Some of the lyrics were a little bit borderline creepy on some of these songs. The White Stripes? No thank you. I will move over to the White Tie Affair, okay? Take It Home. Have you heard it? Take it home, because I'm waiting all night for you. Ice, ice, melt your heart, baby girl, lay down your guard. Rush, rush, for that touch, just one taste, can't get enough. I was a try not to laugh challenge, and I failed miserably because wow. We're finishing it out here as we arrive at the bottom of the alphabet. One Wombat song. Let's dance to Joy Division. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Okay, John, well done. I see you. Gold Lion, still an underrated gem. Yellow Card, and then 52 unknown tracks. Shall we explore? Alright, we're going in. The Unknown. Awake and Alive. Oh, that's the first one it chooses to land on. I said, oh, well at least there's not any super cringy songs from Skillet on here. Well, there's one. These are all of the untitled ones that just didn't... Okay, so I had more from, like, say, Queens of the Stone Age, That's My Kim, the All-American Rejects, and Muse. I see you, John. You out here not even fucking bothering to label your songs? I mean, that is extremely frustrating, but you can see there's some decent ones in there. Let's click on... Is that the Decemberists? Down by the water, down by the old main drag. There's Helena. I said it wasn't there, but I didn't give myself enough credit. I just didn't label it. Come on, it's there. It's there. I get my emo card back. The worst that I could say. One last scroll from here and I'm seeing some craziness. I mean, from Weezer to Dishwalla to Cobra Starship and Green Day. All of these are all over the place. Oh no, let's end it on a more positive note. I'm almost gonna click on this, but I know it's by a Christian rock band and I don't want to do it to myself, okay? Alright everyone, I hope that you enjoyed seeing me go through all of the old songs on my old PS3 hard drive. That was low-key fun, but embarrassing. I'd been wanting to do this for a while. It took me a bit to get everything figured out in terms of like how to capture the screen from the PS3. So if you enjoyed this video and taking a trip down my old memory lane for the good, the bad, and the cringe, then drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. If you want to see another fun reaction video that I did, then check out the one where I reacted reacted to my old MySpace songs, because this is kind of like the big brother to that video. Tap here to see it. You can see another recent video on the channel right over here. I've got a lot more in store. I'm finally getting back into my creative zone. I feel like having fun with it. So I hope you guys dug the video. Other than that, I will see you soon for more on Beyond ARTV.